Hello everyone, and welcome to the official channel of DeepSafe. I'm your host for today, and also a fellow traveler, exploring the value of verification at the intersection of Web 3 and AI. In this video, we will take you on a deep dive into the future of verification. You've probably heard the phrase, don't trust, verify. Once a core principle of Bitcoin, it is now gradually evolving into a foundational belief of the digital age. But we want to ask a bigger question. In an era where everything is data, could verification become a new form of infrastructure? Could it serve as a trust bridge between humanity and the world? DeepSafe was created with that very mission, not to invent a new narrative, but to redefine what it means to be trustworthy. So let's start from the beginning, with a phrase that may sound abstract, but is already reshaping the world. Everything is data. This is where our first episode begins. We invite you to join us as we step into the universe of verification. In the physical world we take for granted, the speed of light is defined as the upper limit of information transmission in the universe. But have you ever realized that this world, at its core, is made up of information? When we see a cat drinking water, what's really happening? Light reflects off the cat's outline, the ripples in the water, and its movements, carrying that information into our eyes. After being processed by our nerves and verified by our brain, we reach a conclusion. The cat is drinking water. Throughout this entire process, no one truly touches reality itself. We understand the world through a continuous act of verifying information. And this isn't just a philosophical idea. The digital age is turning this realization into something tangible. Images, sounds, transactions, behaviors, even human emotions, are being digitized, turned into data. From the macro to the micro, everything is being transformed into computable forms of information. Even the quantum world seems to support this view in an extreme way. Before observation, particles exist in a superposition of possibilities. But the moment they re-observed, they collapse into a single, definite state. In other words, being verified seems to be a fundamental requirement for existence itself. Today, we live in an ocean of information. From the perspective of Web 3, assets, transactions, and smart contract states are all data. From the AI viewpoint, training data, prompt inputs and outputs, and decision-making processes are all just data. Even our identities, relationships and behaviors are reduced to strings of records in a database. So, who will act as the eyes and brain of humanity? Who will be responsible for carrying out verification in the digital world? That is precisely the mission of DeepSafe. We are not a system for creating data. We are a system that grants data its trustworthiness. We are not here to describe the world. We are here to verify it. If we accept this premise, that everything is data, then the next unavoidable question is, everything must be verified. Let's start with the most intuitive example. You transfer 1 Bitcoin to a friend. The system must verify. Do you actually own the Bitcoin? Did you sign the transaction? Has the blockchain confirmed it? This is asset verification. Now consider behavior. Imagine an AI agent automatically booking a flight ticket for you. We need to verify. Was this action authorized by you? Did the AI act within its permissions? Was its execution environment secure and uncompromised? This is behavioral verification. And identity verification is everywhere. We build reputation in social networks, gain governance rights in DAOs, and confirm our real-world identity through KYC processes, all of which require verification. Even computation itself demands verification. Technologies like ZK, MPC and TR, not just about optimization. They all aim to answer one question. Was this action truly executed as intended? This is where DeepSafe comes in. We are not just another on-chain plugin. We are a cross-scenario, cross-industry, CROSS system verification layer. By leveraging randomly selected verification committees, trustless architecture, and low-latency execution, we provide foundational security. Before data is transmitted, before assets are moved, before AI makes a decision, In the world of DeepSafe, verification is no longer a postscript to a transaction. It is the prerequisite for every action in the digital society. As data becomes the new form of everything, verification will become humanity's new gateway to interacting with the world. In our relentless pursuit of speed, scalability, and intelligence, verification is often overlooked. But more often than not, the most fatal problems don't arise from surface-level logic. They stem from gaps in verification mechanisms. Nearly every major attack in the Web3 space shares a common thread: exploiting verification failures, whether it's a cross-chain bridge, misinterpreting asset lock status, a price oracle being maliciously manipulated, or coordination between nodes lacking proper consensus validation. Poor verification isn't just an occasional bug. It's the starting point of systemic risk. When verification mechanisms are opaque, we can determine whether an execution is genuine. When verification lacks randomness, systems become easier to pre-condition and exploit. When verification power is centralized, it ultimately undermines the very idea of decentralization. The same holds true in the world of AI. Unverified data entering a model is like a pollutant contaminating a water source. It doesn't just affect the model, it risks distorting every decision and action that stems from it. The absence of verification is essentially the collapse of trust structures. This is precisely where DeepSafe steps in. We are building a new, foundational defense line through auditable, traceable, and randomly composed verification mechanisms, restoring trust in every piece of data, every state transition, and every digital interaction. In the past, we were used to thinking of verification as a single-point action like a blockchain transaction, an account login, or a code signature check. But reality is evolving, and it's showing us that the boundaries of verification are rapidly expanding, even beyond what we once imagined. Consider these scenarios. Before running a piece of code, has an AI agent truly received legitimate authorization? Is the temperature and humidity data uploaded by an IoT device genuinely from the field, or was it tampered with afterward? When a cross-chain bridge claims to have locked 10,000 tokens, is that lock state truly synchronized between on-chain and off-chain records? When a human voice input is turned into an AI decision prompt, is it truly coming from the authorized user? These situations may seem unrelated, but they all hinge on the same logic. We need to verify origin, authenticity, and integrity. DeepSafe is designed to address exactly this kind of complex, cross-layer verification demand. Whether on-chain or off-chain, behavior or state, we use our CRVA mechanism to bridge verification across disparate systems, backed by the randomnesses of Ring VRF, ensuring unpredictability, resistance to manipulation, and trust. We believe verification should not be siloed to a single industry, chain, or device. It is a new, foundational capability, cross-industry, cross-system, and crossing the boundary between the physical and digital worlds. And DeepSafe is turning that capability into open, universal infrastructure for all. We are entering an unprecedented era. AI is helping us generate content, analyze information, and make decisions, while blockchain aims to provide ledgers, timestamps, and ownership for everything. But all of this rests on a single premise. Can you verify its authenticity? If not, so-called intelligence might be nothing more than an illusion, and decentralization could simply become another form of outsourced trust. As everything becomes data, from human instructions and machine responses to asset changes and identity usage, data becomes the fundamental interface through which we interact with the world. And verification is the key that grants control over this interface. Whoever can verify defines what is true. Whoever can verify holds the power to legitimize data-driven actions. That's why verification is no longer just a technical issue. It's about order and authority. And that's why DeepSafe is not merely a blockchain project, but our construction of how trust operates in future digital societies. What we aim to build is not something that believes on your behalf, but a system that gives everyone the power to verify for themselves. Don't trust, verify. This has never been just a slogan. It is both a technological revolution and a cognitive one. In the future, verification should not belong to a privileged few. It must become a public resource, a fundamental right, a cornerstone of digital civilization. This is what DeepSafe is building.